Hey everybody, my name is JC1238 and welcome back to some more Pikmin. In the last episode we had a really disastrous end of the day, losing about 50 Pikmin, but we did get a 3 ship part, so it wasn't all loss. In this episode, instead of going to the distant spring, we're actually going to be returning to the Forest of Hope and getting the last 3 ship parts that we need over there. So let's get to it. Alright. This is actually going to be the last time that we visit the Forest of Hope, hopefully, if everything goes well. And what I want to do to start with is I want to take some 15 blue Pikmin, and I'm going to set them all working on one of the fences that we saw, one of the gates that we saw over there, and think around day 3 that we couldn't break because it was in water. So we have this little bulborb over here, so I'm going to kill him real quick. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Because we need more blues. And we're gonna put this guy in here, like all these guys. So they're gonna be working there for a while. Now we're gonna go pluck this little sprout that we saw before. This is actually the introduction of a new mechanic that I haven't explained yet. We haven't seen it before, so I didn't want to explain it yet. But it's a really interesting mechanic, I think. The way this works is that if you have a flower or bud Pikmin that dies in battle, they can actually be... there's a probability that they might drop a little sprout. Which is really nice, I think, you know, because it shows that they still, like... It shows that they died there, you know, and they became a new Pikmin. It's, in a way, it's a cycle of life. Showing the natural cycle of life of Pikmin. Oh! Here we see that the shear grubs are actually breaking down the bridge that we built before. This is one of the more annoying things that they do, and I kind of hate them for it. But I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna take these guys back, and you, and I'm gonna take all of these blues, and I'm gonna set them working on this side of the bridge, and I'm gonna come back with some reds to work on the other side so we can get the ship part. So I'm going to toss these guys up here. And done. Alright. So now I'm going to get this red. And we're going to go back. And we do need about 15 blues for the next part of the day. So I'm going to get these guys really quick. I'm actually going to get about 20 just so I don't mess it up by accident. Because this is, I believe, the 8th take of this day I've had, because all my other recordings got interrupted for some reason. And every single time I managed to mess up the thing with the blue Pikmin that I need to do today. So I'm going to take these guys, and the rest are going to be reds. There we go. I'm actually going to see really quick if we have some nectar over here, because I do want to have them all flowers. I don't like it when their leaves are too slow. So let's see if we get some nectar. There we go. That guy just slid all the way over there. That was kind of amazing, actually. Alright, so all of our Pikmin... Yeah, all of our Pikmin are flowers now. We have 2 dwarf bulborbs over here and 2 regular bulborbs. I'm going to kill these 2, but I'm not going to try to mess with the other 2 just yet. I'm gonna do that if we need more Pikmin at the end of the day. But for now, we can just walk past them, and hopefully everything should be fine. Alright. I'm gonna kill this bulborb. There we go. There we go. Got all Pikmin back. Hi, please don't stay over there. This cost me to lose a Pikmin in one of the recordings, and I don't want to do that again. I'm gonna split these guys up and take the blues. So as you can see, there's this box over here. If you remember from day 2 or 3, I believe, I told you that we couldn't get to it yet because we needed blue Pikmin. And now, guess what? We have them. So I'm going to take the rest of these guys, toss them over here. And I'm going to go back and get our reds. There we go. And now let's take these guys too. And please don't trip over there. There's a bulborb. Oh, there we go. And I'm gonna toss these guys over here. I think I'm gonna leave the blues over on this side because I do need a lot of them and I don't want to mess it up by having to run all the way back to get them. And I'm gonna leave these guys here. All right, let's take that. Oh, stop! No. Come on, come on, come on! You can come back. You can come back, Pikmin. Come back. You can blame it all on me. I'm sorry. All right. So this guy isn't coming back. I'm gonna leave him. So yes, this is the boss of this area, the Burrowing Snagret. Those two are just regular enemies. This guy actually holds a ship art. His weakness is his head, so we're going to be hitting him over there as much as we can. As you can see, he does a lot of damage to Olimar, and we already have him about halfway. Sometimes his head gets stuck in the ground, and that's a really good time to swarm him and attack. That doesn't always happen, and as you can see, you can damage his body, but it's a lot weaker than actually damaging his head. So we've lost about 6 Pikmin so far. Not great, but also not terrible. And there we go. All right. I want to call these guys over here, drop them off, and go get the blues that we left over there. All right. Toss them over there because once again, I don't trust myself. And there we go. We got all these guys. I said all these guys. There we go. And we got our ship part over here. The Geiger counter. Every spaceship needs one of these, but I don't actually know what it's for. Every once in a while it goes wild and lets out a lot of noise, but I never pay much attention to it, so it doesn't do me much good. I really should read that manual one of these days. You know, Olimar, that might be a good idea considering Geiger counters are for radiation. Alright, so this needs 15, and the reason why I'm putting blues on it instead of reds in this case is because the blues can actually, instead of going all the way around and going through all the enemies, they can just drop down over here and take it back to the ship from there. So we're going to let them do that. Let's come back down here. So now what I want to do is I want to come back to where all these... I left nobody over there. Please stop taking those. I need you to actually do that. Please. So those guys should be done at roughly the same... Okay. They should... There we go. They're done. And I'm going to toss some guys over here to help. And they should be done in just a little bit. And yeah, there we go. That's just a little bit. So we have all these Pikmin. And we're going to get this next ship part, which is... the Sagittarius. My son gave this to me as a present. It brings to mind visions of my son back home on planet Hockaday. Oh, to be back there right now. And yes, this is a gift from Olimar's son. And it's not mentioned in the game, but it is actually his astrological sign, which is why it's called the Sagittarius, the same way that the gift from his daughter is called Libra, which is her astrological sign as well. Geiger counter. This noisy gauge is always letting off spontaneous clicks and buzzes. It can be kind of annoying. And we have 14 out of 30 ship parts, and we need 15 more to increase our capabilities. So I'm going to get these last few guys over here. There we go. And I'm going to take the rest of these back to base. Alright. So they're going to be working on getting that right now. For now, I don't think we need any more blues, so I'm going to put back as many of them as I can. And I'm going to replace them with reds. But for now, I'm actually going to come over here and start tossing them up, because we do have another wall that we need to break. And we need to do that before sunset, because we also need to beat an enemy that's behind here. So we're going to leave these guys here to do that. So these blues finished over here a while ago. I'm going to set them to work. Actually, I'm going to leave the reds working over here. and the blues I'm going to take them back to base to replace them. So let's take these guys back. And any minute now, we should be getting interrupted by the cutscene of the ship part. There we go. I want to pluck some more reds. And then pull out some more of those. And cutscene. Sagittarius, this was a gift from my son. He must be very worried about me. I have now recovered 15 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 14 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. So yes, we only need 14 more parts to increase the capabilities of the ship. So we're going to put away all of these guys. I'm going to pull out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And pluck this guy. And the rest of these guys are going to be reds. So the only reason I'm actually pulling out yellows right now is because this wall over here is going to take a long time to break. Except there's a whole bunch of bomb rocks that we can go get very close to where we are right now. So I'm going to toss these guys up here just so that we have them for the battle later. And still tossing. Still tossing. I'm going to keep a few of them with me, actually. There we go. Good enough. And I'm going to take these and fight these two really quick. Let's see. Boop. Oh, no. Please don't die. There we go. I need to toss more than one because otherwise this is going to happen a lot more than it should by any rate. There we go. And now they can take these bomb rocks. I think that's all. Yeah, that's all the yellows. 5 should be more than enough. I'm gonna toss this up here. Oh, they're almost done anyway, so it's not really gonna matter in a little bit. Okay, yeah, I'm actually just not gonna risk throwing the bomb rock. So, you guys are useless. Thank you. And they're going to be done. And I'll do it anyway. Please don't fall. Alright, and throw. Yeah, that was it. Alright. That didn't really matter. And these guys found some nectar, so they're actually going to be... No, we don't want to do that right now. Come on. So this is the armored cannon beetle. The actual boss of this area. You throw a Pikmin into his blowhole, and then he's going to open his wings in the back, and you're going to throw red Pikmin into it. It's very difficult for him to damage you unless you miss the blowhole throw, because when you do that, he throws a rock that smashes a bunch of Pikmin. So he's going to turn to look at us, and we're just going to throw the blowhole again. Throw some more Pikmin. Please stop missing me. Please. There we go. Alright, so he's dead. And we got the last ship art right over here. We have the radiation canopy. This turns the harsh radiation of deep space into soft infrared rays that are easy on the body. I'll sleep like a baby once I get this back to the ship. So we're going to put a bunch of these guys on here, just so that we don't run out of time on the day. I think we should be fine. We have quite a little bit left. And take these guys. Take these guys. And take all these guys. And I'm just gonna get them working on this because we really have nothing else to do. So, you know, might as well just take a few more Pikmin things. Pellets. Yeah, that's what they are. That's what they're called. I forgot for a little bit. Let me check really quick if there's any Pikmin that are missing. No, I think that should be all of them, except there was, yeah, this guy over here. So I'm gonna put these yellows back because I don't really need them anymore. Oh, and cutscene. Radiation canopy. I'll have to inspect it later to make sure it isn't cracked. I'll be in for even more trouble if I have any radiation leaks. I have now recovered 16 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 13 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. And that's the very last part in the Forest of Hope. Let's see if we have enough time to get some more. Actually, let's replace our reds with blues. Because I actually want to give it to the blue pick. Do I? No, I don't. I do want to give it to the reds. So I'll do this. There is the blue. Nope. Did they take that? Yeah, he took that one. All right, they took all of those, and we have a lot of Pikmin that we're never gonna get. Whoops, that was a mistake. I should have kept 100 on the field, so that way I could have plucked all these guys. I'm gonna pluck as many as I can. I'm not gonna get through all of them for sure. But yeah, once this day's over, that's it for the Forest of Hope. We're gonna be completely done with this area. There's really not much to do here besides the regular stuff, but 0. And the final liftoff from the Forest of Hope. "7 days since impact. There are now only 14 parts that I still need to retrieve. Will I be able to recover the remaining parts in 23 more days? Surely there are some parts that are not absolutely necessary. If my ship is not complete by day 30, the only way I will find out is to try to lift off. I just recalled the day I took my son for a ride in the spaceship. He was so happy. I shall tell him of this journey when I return. And I shall return. I must. I can already see the look of wonder on his precious face as I describe my adventures with the Pikmin." We lost a few red Pikmin today. 12 of them in total. But we sprouted 67 more. And overall, I think it was a pretty good day. We got 3 ship parts, and we completely finished the Forest of Hope. So let's save. Alright, with 22 more days, we're done with the Forest of Hope. So, on the next episode, we're going to be finally going to the distant spring and seeing what this new area has to offer. I'll see you guys then.